from Nigeria to Brazil. You know, when I talk about Brazil and Nigeria, some people said, oh, Chido, you're hyping so much about our people here. Yes, because our people are doing great thing here. Okay, guys, I have a special guest, Michael James, the founder of the CEO of Monetty. But I don't want to go too far. Let me give him just some minutes to tell us who he really is and what is his mission here in Brazil. So, Michael, thank you for coming to my show. I'm happy to see you here, bro. So, bro, please give us some tips about whom you are.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
First, thank you so much for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
For me to be here to talk about who I am and what we are doing.
Yeah.
I'm Michael James. I'm the founder and CEO of Monetty. So in Monetty, we are building a global payment infrastructure. The idea is very simple: to be able to move money across border, especially between Latin America and Africa. So our mission is send money, receive money, as if you are just sending text message. Wow. We want it to be very fast, very simple, transparent, no hassle.
Really?
For example, like today, from Brazil to Nigeria, you can send money in less than 60 seconds. And you can receive money from Nigeria in less than 60 seconds. So our idea is very simple. So we work with local payment rails in Africa, not just Nigeria, in Ghana, in Kenya, and many more African countries. Here in Latin America too, we cover Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Chile, and many more places. In Europe, we also cover the whole European countries, European Union, in UK included, and also in the US, you also cover most part of it. So today we have Monetty, entity Monetty in Brazil registered. We also have Monetty in the US. We call it Monetty Inc. And in UK, we also have Monetty Nigeria. Monetty UK Limited. And in Nigeria, we also have Monetty Nigeria Limited. So we operate in the 4 countries at the moment, and we are doing very well. So we have a lot of users already, and we are very proud of our Nigerian community here, African community as a whole, who trust our product, who have been using Monetty to move money across the continent, both in Latin America and in Africa, and to those also who are in Europe or US who are doing the same thing.
Wow. So, but bro.
Yeah.
But first, tell me, where are you from?
Yeah, cool. That's very interesting, actually. Yeah. So, actually, I'm from Nigeria. My mom is from Delta State. I grew up in Port Harcourt, so mostly I did a lot of things in River State than in Delta. But so I have a family home in Delta. I visit there. At Port Harcourt too, the area we call Waterline. So that's where I grew up. Yeah. So I stay there. Yeah. So here in Brazil, so I spend most of my time in Rio, Niterói to be specific. And after that, currently I live in Curitiba. Yeah. Actually, if time allow, actually,
go ahead.
I'll even explain why I started working on Monetty, why we even built Monetty to start with.
But before then, how long you been here?
Yeah, I've been here 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time anyway. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
so years. At the first time, how do you manage to penetrate into this fintech?
Wow. Actually, when I came to Brazil, initially it was difficult, I do a lot of other things. I remember the first thing I do in Brazil was being a painter. I work at there is one man that I work with, a kind of a construction company. So I go there. After that, I became a teacher. Then on that process, so I became an engineer. But I studied computer science, of course.
Where in Nigeria?
Yeah, I studied in Nigeria. I also do courses here too.
Okay.
Yeah, I studied in University of Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Yeah. So now to be an engineer and how I penetrate, how I start into fintech, building Monetty, and etc. So I've been an engineer, specifically for more than 10 years. And I work mostly with US companies, mostly a US company. So what I do a home office, I stay in my house and work with international companies, so different places. So during this period, so I have a lot of experience when it comes to a fintech, banking, compliance, anything involving bank. So I have one challenge during this period, like as an engineer. So I received my salary from the US. I use Banco Santander here. So most of the time when I go to the bank, like anything transaction, they call me, especially when I receive salary. Man, you hit the limit. Man, sign this document. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And all those, I just get angry most of
And
the time.
ask you where the money come from.
Exactly.
The reason why.
Exactly. So
That
I
is
have
the
to
problem
like, yeah.
Africans are facing here.
So that made me like, I got angry easily. You know why? Because being working for somebody like a company in the US in this case, if I want to like leave, I need to like take permission from my boss. In this case, man, I need to like spend 1 hour to go to bank to solve an issue. But when I go to the bank would like spend more than like it was like a stay in the line. Like they spend like 2 hours, 3 hours. They don't even care. I got angry because I need to like go back, explain to my direct, like my boss, like what happened. So why do you spend like 3 hours or 2 hours or blah blah? That kind of thing. So I get it, like always angry. Not once, not twice, like many times this always happens, especially when I receive my salary. I would like I hold it like kind of block. I need to like I go there, sign documents and give that before like I allow it. So this is one of the experience. So I got like inside me, I was not happy. So another thing is like let's assume that time my mom was alive, but she's late now.
Sorry.
So when I want to like support her, maybe send more money to my mom for upkeep or whatever, man, I have to like travel to a different city sometimes. Sometimes I need to like spend like 1 hour, 2 hours just to drive to the way I would do like a Western Union. So I just like, man, what kind of stupid stuff is this? Would there be a better place to solve this? Something like that. So I decided, okay, man, one that was just thinking, man, I should do something. Actually, I have the experience. I have the knowledge as an engineer. That is what we are building for other people. I build for people in the US, so for something similar. Exactly. So why can't I do it? So I just like kind of, okay, let me just create something like a very simple, Okay, we call it a proof of concept. So I just like I created a proof of concept, test it. I was able to like initially send money to my mom using the app. As I goes on, man, this is more than just app. Maybe we should call it a company. Let's just register it,
Okay.
So I just registered in Brazil 2024 at this case. So the product, like everything start moving, going forward. Today, I'm proud we have like more than 12 people working with us in the company.
Wow.
So we are not just like an app again. So we're even pushing further. A lot of partnership today with banks, with payment institutions, not just in Brazil, in different parts of the world. For example, in Nigeria, we have a partnership with the banks, local banks. In Brazil, we have partnership with banks and payment institutions. In the US, the same thing. In UK, the same thing. So all jurisdictions that we operate in, so we have a strong partnership. Because the idea is this. For us to be able to do cross-border transfer in seconds, we need to like have connection in each of these countries. Because actually, when we are moving this money is not like a traveling using like a SWIFT, which is like an old way of moving money.
Yeah.
So we are doing like a local rails, which you call it, like just communicate within the country. So if the country like here in Brazil, if you are sending money from using Monetty, any part of the world to Brazil, a Brazilian will receive that money in second, like 3 seconds because of peace. It's very instant, just the same thing. So like in Nigeria, it's the same thing. Like usually it will land within less than some seconds. Then the same thing applies to like a Kenya, mobile money. So we just do the whole integration. Today, who are we serving? We are not just serving individuals. We are also serving businesses. So because the idea is very simple, as I mentioned earlier, we want everybody to have access to the quality that developed countries also have when it comes to finance, when it comes to like money, movement, receive or send. Like most of the time, like people like in Europe, they don't even face all those restrictions, blah, blah, but it's easier for them to move money within themselves. Or maybe from a developed country to developed country, it's easier. But when you think about like a major market, like let's say Latin America to Africa, it's very difficult. That is where the challenge is. So our mission is solve this once and for all. And thank God we already solved it. We have solved it already, actually, because we have a product, we have everything going very well. So yeah, that is it. I think I have spoken a lot, actually, but anyway.
but honestly, I'm really impressed. How can somebody send money from Nigeria and you receive it here? When you receive it, is it going to be in reais? Please explain that, because that's what really people want to know.
Thank you. That's a very nice question, actually. So in Monetty, that's what we call multi-currency account. Just like let me explain something. Like our mission here in Brazil, for example, is for Monetty to operate as a full digital bank in Brazil,
Okay.
and the same in Nigeria as well. So now, how is someone in Brazil able to receive money in receive naira here even in seconds? So I mentioned earlier that we work with some banks in Nigeria. For example, one of the bank that we have a relationship with is Globus Bank in Nigeria.
Okay.
So this, but how do we do it? So we in Monetty app, we offer what we call accounts, like a Nigerian bank account. Okay, so we don't care whether you're in Los Angeles, you're in London, you're in São Paulo, you're in Lagos. We don't care. So we offer you like a direct bank account linked with Nigerian bank. Understand? So if you're in Brazil here, it does not matter. You just like when you download your Monetty app, register, finish the whole stuff, you generate your own Nigerian NGN account. So once you have this account, you just give it to somebody in Nigeria. Hey, send money to me. Just the account, the person you even need. The bank is global. Just tell him that way. So the person send the money. Instantly will learn as if the person is sending within Nigeria actually. So it will reflect immediately in your Monetty app, in your Monetty. So once it is reflected in your Monetty account, so what you do that you see it, now you convert it to reais, then you push it to your Brazilian account number.
Okay.
So that is the process. And it's very straightforward and simple. So the same thing happens here. Okay, you want to send money to Nigeria, you just deposit reais to your Monetty account.
Okay.
Then convert it and move it to
wow. Very easy.
Very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
But tell us in the security.
Yeah.
You understand? Because a lot of people they will ask, are you sure that this thing is real?
Yeah.
So what assurance are you giving people that are watching?
Yeah, cool. That's a very important question. Anything involving money, people like to be sure that their money is safe.
Yeah.
Because you can't just trust any organization with your money.
Yeah.
For Monetty, it's 100% guarantee and save your money. Let me explain the details, not just like I say it is, but the details. Like number one, when you're for example, we're working with regulation in Brazil, in the UK, even in the US. Let me start with the UK. So Monetty is working on their own license, our own license. We call it a FCA license. So in the UK, there's an organization that authorizes you to move money, receive money, do those money, something kind of keep people's money. So we are working directly with the UK government to offer the Monetty FCA license, we call it. It's already on the process, almost finishing already. Then in Brazil, we follow the same due process, the same thing. So now, at the moment, we operate using banking license from our partners. So because you cannot just operate illegally in Brazil or have a company move money like this. No. So for example, we have some serious partners like banking partners, even like a payment institution. These people, so these are our partners, providers. So they have direct banking license with the Central Bank of Brazil. So indirectly, so we have the same access to the same license. Okay, so for example, when you deposit real to us, Monetty on his own at the moment do not hold your arrears, but who is holding your arrears, for example, at the moment is our banking partner. There is a communication, just like a brother and sister. So, okay, bro, hold this for me. Okay, I want to move this money to this place, so that person move it for you. That is the way. So at the moment, so we operate using the regulation from Banco Central do Brazil, okay? Central Bank of Brazil. So that is how it operates, through a banking partnership we have here in Brazil. So the same thing, as I mentioned earlier, like a Globus Bank. So it's a licensed bank in Nigeria, like a serious bank. So with the Central Bank of Nigeria offering them their license, So now if you are receiving money for you or doing that, we are using that license. So all your money is 100% secure because these banks that we are working with, this payment institution we are working with, is directly regulated and licensed by the Central Bank of each of these jurisdictions, whether in Nigeria, in Brazil, in UK, or in US. So we are your money is 100% secure, nothing go outside of it. And we operate legally in all these jurisdictions.
Okay. But another thing is this, we have a lot of small business people here in Brazil. So what are the benefits they're going to get from Monetty?
Man, a lot of benefits actually. A lot to say.
So tell them, people need to.
a lot.
Okay.
A lot. Being a business in Brazil, using Monetty account. Let's say, for example, we don't care whether your store is just small. We give you access to global financial system. Global, we're not saying just Brazil. You are more than Brazil because Monetty is not just Brazil, it's globally. So now let's say you are selling something. Let's say someone in São Paulo or in Rio want to sell something to someone or maybe a supplier or buy something from someone in Nigeria or in Kenya. Man, you will receive your money and send your money instantly from this supplier. That's like one benefit. In Brazil, we offer like a account, like a business account. Yeah, we call it like CNPJ. Okay, so we offer you the account. You're able to like try to host something. You sell, receive. You generate a payment link and etc. with Monetty. You can like put your PIS code here. People pay you, and we don't even like charge you like something separate. It's actually when you deposit, when someone pay you using PIS code, it's free in Monetty.
Okay.
We are not charging you as a business, it's free. But most, what is it called, banks, most institutions, they even charge, but we don't charge, it's free. It's free. And then now, let's say like you receive that money, you want to buy something outside Brazil, for example, pay suppliers or do whatever. You only convert this money, and when you are like paying that person, you also paying, it's free too. We don't charge you for cross-border transfer because we only like once you convert, swap the money, so that is okay. So whatever like a range Monetty get there, whatever margins, small thing, that is okay. Because the idea is not just like a profit, actually. The idea is like to make sure, help people actually to like move money across, save money, have autonomy, on your money. There is something I want to even mention. When I was working, I mentioned earlier that I started working as initially as a painter, progressing, etc. That moment, I don't have Brazilian bank account. I was kind of on bank. This period, like the earlier 3 months, 4 months, 6 months for me in Brazil, I don't have like access to like a banking system in Brazil. And I know a lot of immigrants are facing something similar or even worse.
Yeah.
So with Monetty, you don't need to suffer that again because Monetty already solved it for you. Whether you want to sell in Brazil, you want to sell in Nigeria, you want to like open an account, it's there for you. Very simple. Just have Monetty account. You can move money, receive anywhere you want it. Actually.
You can put reais there. You transfer, do anything.
Exactly. Really? Exactly. It's very simple. Like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Just very simple as that. Wow. Because we build Monetty based on the personal experience. Like when you suffer for something, that pain, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So you try to like fix that problem and fix it truly. So Monetty just came in to fix this problem, to make sure that something like this, like people should not suffer the same thing again.
Yeah, immigrants, we have a lot of immigrants suffering the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Michael, please, can you tell me the challenges you face while creating this Monetty as a Nigerian, as an African man here in Brazil?
Yeah. Actually, like as you all know, I'm a Nigerian, also a Brazilian because I'm Nigerian. Okay.
Yeah. So half Brazil, half Nigeria.
Yeah, I say Nigerian and Brazilian. Yeah. Actually, there are a lot of challenges, because especially I think most of the challenge come from trust. That's number one. And also come from let's say for example, not every bank will work with you, of course. Like on our own building Monetty. So one of the major, I think one of the major challenge is not like the technical skill. I'm an engineer, like a lot of experience. I can just write the code, build it, I know like the architecture, the whatever. I have a group of team working with me, of course, not just me, Yeah, but when it comes to like that banking relationships, it's more difficult because they need to trust you. I remember because before banks start working with you, so they need to like do what we call kind of background check. They need to like do all those background because they're compliance actually. They need to like find my about you, know who you are, know everything. So one of the questions that one of our partner asked was like, Michael is from Nigeria, like a kind of like kind of because it's from Nigeria, they say it kind of extra, kind of extra risky. So you understand that kind of thing. Michael is from Nigeria, so. Yeah, I say, I'm Nigerian and also Brazilian, but and what? What else? So what am I trying to like say is like that trust initially, you need to like try prove beyond the reasonable doubt. Yeah, that everything is okay, everything is clean. But I understand banks too, sincerely, because nobody wants to put his name on the mud. Like bank already established, they're doing a great thing, and you're coming on board, working with you. They want to make sure everything is in accord with their policy, with everything. So that is the thing. So for me, I think building this, the most challenge is this relationship, banking relationship, and sometimes we don't have full access to things, so depending on what it is. God is so kind, because I have a lot of experience in the area already, not just within Brazil, outside Brazil, working with companies, serious companies in the US, even here in Europe. So that gave me kind of exposure that I need to handle things. I know the right time to add, the right time to do things, right? So those are the things that give me actually advantage, I think, because I can easily make a relationship with banks in the UK, in the US. So doing the same thing in Brazil is not like a big deal. I know that it's kind of kind of, how will I put it, a little challenge, but not like a big one.
Can you tell Nigerians, Africans, what exactly, just send them message and tell them why Monetty is special platform to send money home?
Hello, my people. I understand that most of you guys go through what we call black market to send money or even receive money from home. So Monetty is here to solve that. Has already solved that. Okay. So now, Monetty, at the palm of your hand, whether in the middle of the night, very early, any moment, any place, man, you can easily receive money, maybe from Nigeria, if you're a Nigerian, and you can also send money to Nigeria anytime, any moment. Very transparent fee, okay? Most cases free. If you are sending money to Nigeria now, it's free, zero fee. If you are receiving money from Brazil bank to your Monetty account, is zero fee. So you have nothing to lose. All you have is just a benefit, just something to gain actually. Nothing to even lose, not even a single thing. Your money is secure, it happens a lot. And I'm happy and proud of most Nigerians here who already start using Monetty. There's one girl, I call her name is Lois. She's a Nigerian. So she told me, I asked her, I was like, man, she's a very, how like a faithful user, I would say. She always use Monetty to send money every time. At least, if she do not do transaction, she do in a month, up to 10 transactions, a send, sometimes even receive, even she recommended Monetty to some people. So I asked her, man, tell me, tell me, what is your experience like? Why using Monetty? Why do you like Monetty? She told me, man, you know what? The comfort. I was kind of it was the reason I was, she said, what? The comfort. I said, man, okay, explain more. Tell me more. Because something like that could let us know where to improve, where to work on. She said, yeah, because, I sent my brother money. I send my mom money in the middle of the night. I don't need to go to some place, give people money to send for me after some time with story. I said, man, I try to understand her pain actually, because she me, I haven't send money using black market. The last time I sent money was with Western Union before I built Monetty. Since I built Monetty, I don't even need to all those
you can send money anytime.
So when she explained that, I see another angle of pain that some people actually go through. You're like, man, you don't know. Mike, the comfort, the speed. I say, man, explain more, Lois. So she try to explain more, man. Before now, I need to I go to, I think she call it Galleria. I go to those places, give them money, spend days, blah blah blah. I said, man, okay. So Monetty solve that. So my people, so the point is this: Monetty is here to solve the problem. Okay, not just to move money, but for you to banking in Brazil. If you make one, let's say 1 real, 5 real, you can save it. You can instantly send it to Nigeria if you wish. Just send to your Monetty account and send to your account at home. Anytime you wish, you can from there transfer it back, use it here, spend. You can't be on bank. Monetty is banking everybody. Understand? So there's one other guy, one experience I have too, which is very great. He's a Nigerian, lives in São Paulo. So now we have this guy, every month, he move money from Nigeria, send money to Brazil with Monetty, then convert it here, maybe pay his engineer, his staff, something like that. So he's been doing this. So I asked him, man, tell me your experience about using Monetty. It was very fantastic. He said, man, you know what? Monetty came late. I said, why? You guys, I said, okay, what recommendation do you have for us? Where do we need to improve? He said, for now, nothing. Thank you so much. I was like, man, thank you for using Monetty. But he was saying, man, you guys did a wonderful job. So I was so much happy because when I think about this, I say, man, it worth it. Like they were like kind of suffering for these things one way or the other, but now they see a real solution to the problem. And I'm very proud of it, and I'm very happy for this. And I wish all our Nigerian community, African community, test Monetty, send us feedback, tell us what you think. Okay, use it. Tell us. Actually, we are open to keep on improving, to keep on making it better for everybody. Because the idea is very simple. Man, let's give our people access to world-class financial system. Not just for Europeans, not just for Americans, then for Africans, for
We
Latin
Africans,
yeah.
Nigerians.
For us. So let's give them the same quality of service. So that is the main thing.
Wow, Michael, that is, I'm so proud of you, our people, Nigerians, Kenya, Tanzania. If you want to do transfer, please, Monetty is the best platform. Thank you, and Michael, please, can you drop message for the newcomers that are fighting how to penetrate into this Brazilian system? A lot of them came here, no job, no language barrier. But as you after 13 years, you passed this stage. What advice are you giving the newcomers?
Yeah, for newcomers, I want to encourage you, okay? Continue doing your best. That is number one. Determination to be who you are, to be somebody. So you know your motive why you travel from maybe Nigeria, different parts of the world, come to Brazil. Man, you came here for a purpose. So always at the back of your mind, have the mission. Have it in man. I came here for a purpose. I want to improve my life, or I want to study more. I want to do that. Have it every day. Wake up, give thanks to God, and remember your objective. Now, when it comes to like a finance, we are here to help you every step of the way. We are here. So rest assured, if you need us, me personally, I'm available. You can see me on social media, my numbers. Chido, if you have it, you can
drop
reach
your
it.
social media so they will follow you.
I will drop my social media too. So feel free to reach out if you need any help. When it comes to like a banking advice, we are there to help you. When it comes to like a having access to like a loan and all that, anything involving money banking system in Brazil, feel free to reach out. That is why we are here. We are here to help. In addition to that, if there is any other thing like anything we can do, reach out to Chido. He's a community chairman here. He's yeah.
No, our president, they go kill me.
We'll kill you.
I never reach chairman.
So at least, so okay. Yeah, so he's a guy. So reach out to. So once everything lands on him, he also reach to me. But one thing, most importantly, I remember when I was like 3 months in Brazil, it was difficult for me to speak Portuguese. The first word I learned like a bom dia e obrigado. You know, like that was the first thing. So I know most of you are passing the same thing. Strong determination is the best, okay? Just determine you're going to be this, you will be it. Nobody have power over you like you won't be what you want to be. You know, if you make a decision, of course you achieve it. Remember God. So that is one of the most, for me in my life, I keep God first. Then I keep my objective, my mission, what I want to achieve. So those are the things. So I wish you all the best. But in either way, anything involving banking, finance, reach out to us, reach out to me personally. I'll be here to help you. So yeah, so that is it.
Okay, Michael, thank you guys. You see, from Nigeria to Brazil, a painter, from a painter to be a CEO of Monetty. You know, when we tell people, when you're moving from one place to the other, you need to have something doing. That is what we are teaching our people. Moving from Nigeria to another country, you need to have a skills. Mike, thank you, and really happy. And your secretary is here. She don't want to show her face. Okay, guys, man. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. And we're going to drop the link here. Please follow, download this app, Monetty, and your life financial will change. You will see the difference. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody. And I wish you download Monetty. I wish you use it, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I thank you so much, Ido, for this opportunity to talk what we are building and talk to our people. I hope to see you guys in person.
Yeah, bro, we are here to promote anything that our people are doing, that doing it great. We are here to support, promote our people's business. Brother, thank you so much. I'm proud to see Nigerians in Brazil doing this kind of work for our community, for our not only Nigerian community, immigrants here in Brazil. Please follow and drop your comments and download this app, Monetty. I'm going to drop it more here on our video. Please subscribe and share this video to help others, to encourage others that are coming to Brazil, that they can be something. Brazil is a land of opportunity. If you know what you're doing, just follow the right way, and Brazil will give you that opportunity we are looking for. Thank you, guys. I'm still here, Chief X, and see you guys on our next video.